if we expand our heart a little more, we are not going to lose anything. If we give more love, we are not losing anything. The more love we give, the more happier we become.
Farid Ahmed's words of forgiveness were heard around the world following a terror attack in Christchurch, New Zealand.
I want a heart that will be full of love and will forgive lavishly.
His words and stories offer both healing and hope for the future.
If our heart is full of love, then peace will start from here.
Episode 31, Kindness for a Killer. Farid, we've been talking about reconciliation and the process that you use to try and bring people together. It's clear if someone's opposed to reconciliation, they're going to mess with it. You're not always going to win.
Yes.
So how do you deal with that? You can't always be the person who ensures peace.
Yeah, that is right. So, and that is a right way of thinking. It is very practical. That's why often I get asked, you want to walk this way. Do you trust this guy after he has done this terrible thing? People ask me, they knowingly or unknowingly, they try to demotivate me. But they have a point. I want to acknowledge the fact that there is no one way in this life. There are many ways. At certain circumstances, maybe reconciliation matter, you should think later. Maybe you have an acute crisis, and in acute phases you cannot reconcile. So point is that there is no one way, that only the reconciliation at every time is right and other way is not right. So everyone has good intention and they are trying their best. Coming to the main point, when I hear that why should I go for this, how do I know that it will work, how do I trust one party or both parties, this sort of thing. So these are questions I also ask myself, because every reconciliation case is different.
Can I ask about the elephant in the room in this conversation? Because you have said, and I know it's something you want, to be reconciled with the killer, the gunman who murdered your wife and the others.
Yes.
You see that as important.
I say it is important. Why? That I believe I have to do my part. I consider myself, this is not haughtiness, but I want to be sincere. I consider myself that I am walking on the right path. I did not kill anyone. I did not harm anyone. I am not the offender. I am not the criminal. But then, why I want to go ahead and talk to someone who has done terrible things? The first answer is, it is my duty. I feel that I am on this life, on this earth, not just to eat, drink and be merry. I feel that I am superhuman like everyone else. And as a super being humans, we have talents, we have goodness, kind heart, compassion. Those things is for using. You don't use, people say, don't use it, you lose it. So what's the point of having so much beautiful qualities in me? The kindness, for example, if I don't use it. So my duty is to use these good things. This is my first point. The second point is, do I want to win in there? No, my understanding is this is not my job. Winning or losing is not my job, because that part I cannot control. What I can control about myself, do I win there? That is my focus. When I think, yes, it is my duty to try to do even 1 inch of good for this guy to think positive, even if I can 1 inch, this is my success. If I do not get even 1 inch, that is also my success, because I have done my human duty towards another human. And that will give me the freedom. I have done it. I have done my thing. I have done my thing. The third thing is, when I say I want to meet, so-called inverted comma criminal, this is our term in law and order. I do not necessarily agree with these terms. Why? Because this criminal, extremist, violinist, blah, 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 these terms we have created. I want to look at the original thing in human. The original thing is he has done a wrong thing. I do not want to add spice to make it spicy. Oh, he's an extremist. He's a white supremacist. Why? When I add spices to make a sentimental term, I'm not helping the world. Just using white, just using Muslim extremists, just using white extremists, we are upsetting many other people. And they did not do the wrong thing.
Who do you see them? Human?
I see them human. I see what he had done is a human weakness. And as a believer, I think God. And exactly that thing came to me when I was waiting outside and when he was shooting inside. I asked myself, how should I think about him? Should I hate him? Should I feel angry with him? That question came to my mind. And that time I smiled when I was supposed to cry. I said to myself, I should be thankful that I am not crazy like him. Why should I feel angry with him? I should be, instead of anger, I should feel thankful that my environment, my personality, my creator, my friends, my education, they made me a sensible person who cannot even imagine of killing others. So for this I should celebrate. Why should I hate? Why should I angry? And why should I spoil my happiness? I vividly remember this, and that made my heart cool. So this is my point. I do not like giving terms, titles, excitement, or inciting titles. I want to see him as a human. And every human in the heart has some good side and some bad side. If I am in a bad situation, if I cannot control, and I did something wrong, what do I expect from the society? Calling me a monster, or still calling me a human who made a mistake? Terrible mistake. I'm not condoning. Terrible mistake. But still, he is a human like me. So, when I say I want to, meet someone who, according to the crime, a criminal, This is also my silent protest. My silent protest against the established norm that someone will do something wrong and we cut him out of human society. We do not consider even that he is a human, to our is human, and we think that we should judge and judge and judge, and we take away all other rights. I want to see a society where people will still visit another person who has done some wrong for human weaknesses, and to go there and to show that you are better than him, to show that you are kind. He is locked up. He is not going to able to punch you, but you can, for your humanity, human nature, that you claim yourself a better person, you should go and show your better qualities. You never know. People changes. If you can change one life from negative to the positive, it is as if you are correcting one human generation. And sometimes this correctness, you do not know how far it goes. So there, I disagree that we should totally cut another human off. Look, the story is in the Bible. Adam and Eve, the first man and his wife, they had 2 sons. And one, he was angry and he killed another brother.
Cain and Abel.
Yes. Because of this fact, can we say that the killer is not Adam's son? We cannot separate the blood, man. He will be always Adam's son, whether he did right thing or wrong thing. Can we say that he will not be, Habil's brother? No, blood you cannot separate. The same way, why don't we all think that all humans are brothers and sisters? Why cannot we come out of this cocoon that only my blood relative and my relative is my friend and others are not? Whereas all of us from Adam and Eve, if we expand our heart little more, we are not going to lose anything. If we give more love, we are not losing anything. The more love we give, the more happier we become. See, when I'm talking about love, I'm smiling because it brings the positive chemicals in my brain. When we talk about hate, then we feel sad. So, I want to challenge myself and I want to challenge others in the thinking world that let us not say that we are only the self-righteous and we are better than other human. We can, God forbid, if we make a mistake, we are capable of making mistake. But fortunately, maybe many of us have not yet. But we cannot be super confident about us that I am a human, I will not make mistake. No, to our is human. Today or tomorrow, this way or that way. And when we make mistake, we expect others to be kind to us. But here, what are we saying? No, kindness has limitation. Not for him.
You have left a lot of thoughts, I'm sure, for certainly me
Yes.
and others to reconcile.
Yeah.
To reconcile.
Yeah. We need to save one another. And going back, one can say, why should I care? So I said we have a lot of reason to care for. And to start with, we are all human. One large family. We are all children of Adam and Eve. We have hearts. You see, so many things we resemble. Our blood color is same. We have 2 eyes. We all look like human. We talk like human. We feel like human.
And we all live on planet Earth, brother.
Yeah. So we need to be a little bit of more open and embrace rather than pushing one another away. Yeah. Yeah. And we need to take responsibility, some responsibility, whatever we can, for changing the wrongdoers, to bring them, to encourage them to the right path. If we don't, no one else will come to do it because it is our duty.